Yes, we are going to do an installation video.
What do you mean by installation video?
We are going to show how the Packtalk Edge gets installed in your helmet. I've already gone through and I removed all my inner lining just because you need to do that, and I was going to get that out of the way and check to see how I looked for speaker placement. As you can see, this Bell helmet has some speaker holes already cut out, and I went ahead and already installed the clip here because I was able to slide it in between the outer shell and our inner padding. What's nice is that fits, and it avoids me having to stick on an adhesive. So if you don't have the capability to slide that in between there, and I think they say 5 millimeters or less, you need to apply this mount with like a 3M tape on the back side, and then the Packtalk will slip into this mount here. I have my assistant here helping me, so the first thing I'm going to do is put in the JBL speakers as I get my dog hair all over them, of course. But you will notice one has a longer cable than the other, and the longer cable will go on the opposite side of the helmet from where the Packtalk is, and it's a left-hand mount, so the longer speaker goes on your right-hand side. These are just simple Velcro, and if you zoom on in here, in this pocket here, I am going to put an included Velcro, and then I will stick this to the speaker to that. So let's peel off the adhesive backing of the Velcro, and we will stick that. Kind of already figured out where I want it for my cutouts. Just put that down there, and we're going to put the JBL speaker right on top. And I'm going to have it so my wiring kind of is going into the back, because I'm going to bury this up underneath your top headliner there. So I'll flip the helmet over, and we're going to grab the other included, I have to make sure we can see in here, Velcro pad. And again, put that down, push that down, put the speaker in there. Okay, so that's that part. So here for the microphone, I am gonna place it just off center from my opening there, and then it comes with a piece of Velcro. So I'm gonna stick that Velcro there in the helmet. If I can peel the backing off. I'll try to get this relatively neat, but the closer you get the microphone to your mouth, the better off it's going to be. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit here. So I can't get it quite in the center because of the opening for the vent. Oh, more hair. That's what happens when you live with a house full of women. Alright, so now we got our microphone installed. And what I can do is, when I'm going to go through, I won't show this real quick, but basically we can put the unit on. I'm going to tuck all these wires away, but essentially what we're doing here is, this is the Cardo unit already mounted on the mount. So let me take it off the mount. It's kind of stiff to get off, but there's a release. So put that off to the side. So here's the mount. It slides in here. So I'm going to actually put that on. So this is really tight. This is probably going to be tough, but I'm not going to be able to see much here, I don't think. Let me try to lift that up. And then this is going to push down, and it locked in place. I heard it click. So that mount is secure, and this is where it's a magnet. What's cool about the Packtalks, that just clips right on there, and this is sturdy. It's not coming off. So the only way to get it off is to pull it down, and then you release the slider there that way. So we got a plug here for the speakers, nice and tight, and we got one more here. Let's keep this untangled a little bit for the microphone. Plug this guy in. Okay, so as you can see, here's all the wiring. I'm gonna put all the liners back in and tuck this away, do some cable management, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. Alright, so we're back. I got all of my interior padding and cheek pads put in, and just did a quick test fit of it. You can kind of see that the speakers right behind there, it did push that out just a smidgen. I can feel it just a tad more than I could before on both sides. You can kind of see that a little bit if I get my fingers out of the way, but it still feels comfortable on the head. I think it'll be just fine. And I know it did come with extra spacers, which there's 2 of them here. If you need to actually push your speakers out closer to your ears even further, you can apply these in there, but I'm not going to need those. And then I went ahead and I put on the Cardo unit, and I'm going to test it out here using the phone app in just a second. So the next step you're going to have to do is make sure that you have the Cardo app installed, and then when you open that up, it will, the first time you do that, it wants you to look for your unit and to power it on. I believe it's these 2 buttons. There you go. It's starting to turn green. This is saying looking for a unit. Get this paired up. It says it is successfully connected. And what I can do is I can go through in here. I've already set up a few things. Essentially, favorite radio stations. You can kind of pick whichever one you want, and you click play. It starts playing through the unit. I can hear that it is playing, so that's cool. Things are working. You can easily use the app to control things, or the owner's manual also shows you all the pushable buttons that you can use. This is the radio button here. I believe if I do this, it goes through the presets. One click, I'll go to the next radio station. Double click, I'll actually go back to the previous. Using the roller here, that actually increases volume, decreases volume, and all sorts of different features in here. Everything from closing out your app to having your phone paired, music on your phone, and then the intercom, and set that up between DMC or Bluetooth. So all sorts of different options. I'll link in the bottom of the video here a good video that Cardo put out that explains all of this. Can't wait to get out and try it now. It's gonna be so much better being able to listen to music out on the adventure bike.